start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cowboys are on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Just keeps slinging it. Floating away. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. Dropping back, it's Clayton. Unloads to the wideout. And it's lofted toward the sideline and intercepted.
What a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break. Oklahoma State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Cowboys! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his... to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the air, it's Clayton. He's got his man, makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Hunt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going to the running game. working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Got some room in to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Clayton. Finds his back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to sling it on second down. Now improvising. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Wants to throw. It's Clayton. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Wicks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Clayton. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll get rid of it. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, still looking. Oh, better look out. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of time.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Will be a turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Clayton. Quickly out to the tight end. They get it out to the 36 and all.
Hey, what's going on, man? How's your dynasties going, bro?
Move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to check it out. Give me just a second. Get on over here. Give me just a second. I'll go check it out. What's your TikTok?
On the move. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Let me see if I can find it on my. Sorry about that, y'all. My bad. Wasn't supposed to pop up, but it did. Yeah. Got the INC. Go check it out. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's what's up. Yeah, that's nice, bro. I like that. That's really awesome.
Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play.
Oh, I said I was checking out that profile picture that you made, or your buddy made. That's pretty cool, man. How do I know what plays up? Like I said, I don't really pick like specific plays. So, like let's say right here, coach suggestions, right? So I'm in mesh. I'm going to go to mesh. And I'm reading the defense. So I'm taking a look at what the defense is going to give me. So it's probably going to be Y, X, or A. So X got open on that play. So it's not necessarily like what plays I pick. It's picking a play and then reading a defense pre-read and then post-read. So my pre-read right here is a halfback screen. It should be wide open because I got man across the board here. So since there's man across the board there on that screen pass, as long as they don't get to you, you should be able to get that ball out to the halfback in space over there. So it's not really, I'm not just like picking a bunch of money plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm reading the defense. So like this right here, it's a zone. So I'm looking at RB in the post, and I'm looking at that comeback route over there at X, and then I'm looking at Y in the flat. So I'm going to go back to my comeback route, which I shouldn't have. I should have just scrambled. But let me show you. When I was looking at it for the flat, I was looking really for the flat, but the dude got chipped. So when he got chipped right there, it slowed him down. And then right there, double teams right there in the post. My little comeback right over there for B probably was the best bet, other than scrambling up the middle. So I should have scrambled up the middle is what I should have done right there. But I tried to force it to that comeback right out there. I thought I was going to be able to get it up over that dude's head, up over the defender's head out there. I thought I could just like basically touch pass it up over his head, but it wasn't even close. So in other words, it was just a bad read on my part. I should have took off running. That's what I should have done there. So it's not plays that I'm picking, it's reading the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You got to make sure you run plays that are built for your system too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a pocket passer, you don't want to pick a play that's like a rollout play for a scrambling quarterback. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not just like about picking a bunch of money plays and running money plays all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's reading defenses. Same thing on defense. You want to read their offense. Like, what are they coming out in? They got trips right. You know what I'm saying? With the strong, halfback strong over here. So we're looking a lot of stuff over the middle. A lot of levels plays. Things like that. Corner routes. Down and distance type of stuff. I'm going to jam, play over the top. So anytime they're trying to do something underneath. So got toasted there. Was able to make a play. But yeah, more so than anything, it's about reading defense. You have to be able to read defense. If you can't read defense, you might as well just call coach suggestions all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like right here, they want me to run the ball. I'm going to pick an inside zone. And I'm going to read the defense. It looks good. I'm going to go ahead and run it.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job.
I know that on that play with the defense, I get yardage. I'm going to come over here to a level switch. I'm going to block my halfback. So I've got a ton of different looks right here. This is a zone. So somebody's going to get open in that zone. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Somebody's going to get wide open. I'm going to take a look again. This looks more like man. I'm going to slant B. I'm going to table route Y. So it's actually a cover 2 zone is what that was. Versus, it looked like it was a man. I thought it was a cover 2 man. So you can tell because they stayed in zone. They all stayed in zone there, but that's okay because I still had a wide open running back right there. Made the play. With the table routes, that's what you can do. A lot of the times is just get it out to your receiving running back. Like this play right here. I'd like to have an RPO. If I don't have an RPO out of this, run a stick. I'm going to take a look at what the stick looks like. So they've kind of switched the play. I'm going to table out the wide receiver, or the running back right there. I'll look for him and B. Slant routes beat man very well, so do the mesh routes. So what I'm going to look at right here, I'm going to look at my table first with Y. If he's not there, I'm going to look X and A. Table routes naked. So I'm throwing that. So it's about reading defenses. It's about reading what they're in. Zone or man first. Then what type of zone they're in. What type of man they're in. So it could be cover 2 zone, cover 4, cover 3, cover 6, cover 9. Cover 4, cover 2, cover 6, cover 9 are very similar. Cover 3, usually one high safety. So I'm going to show you a cover 2 cloud show 2. So that looks like a, it looks like cover 2, but it's not. It's a cloud 3. So I like running that because it's a built-in, it's already deceiving, like built-in. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to make any defensive adjustments to make it look one way or another. When it comes to man, or comes to playing defense, comes to playing offense, it all has to do with how you set up your defense, how you set up your offense, how you read it. Like it's very intricate. Like, just take a real football. You know what I mean? Like when you're playing real football, what's going to be the situation? Are they in 3rd and 7? That's a passing. You know what I mean? Like 95% of the time, somebody's going to pass the ball. Sometimes they might pop you on like a direct snap or something like that, or a draw, but it's rare. You know what I'm saying? Like down the distance, first down. First down I'm going to always take, usually depending on what I'm doing. Usually it'll be a run pass, or it'll be a pass play. They're going to jam, so I'm going to take a look at getting my deep receivers, my deep threats out there. And I'll have a drag as well. So I'm going to dump to my drag because they dropped back in coverage. I'll come back out in the run, and I'm going to take a look. Do I like what I see? Do I have numbers? Which I do. I got numbers to the left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and run the football. You know what I mean? So it's all about reading defense, bro, when it comes to picking plays. It's not just, like I say, you don't just go on here and say, okay, they're in cover 3, so I'm going to have a cover 3 bomb, or they're in cover 4, so I'm going to have a cover 4 bomb. That's cool and all, but in actual reality, when you get up to a high level of play, what you think you see on the field is usually not what's actually happening. So there's a pre-snap read and a post-snap read. So even though I look like I'm in cover 2, I'm actually in a cover 3. You know what I mean? So that alone confuses most players because they just try to run plays that will beat a cover 3. You see what I mean? So that's a show 2, cover 3 cloud. And the cloud means that they've got a cloud flap on that side over there. So they were able to find some guys beyond the zone there. So I'm going to go over here with my hooks. And I'm going to drop my hooks back about 10. So now we're going to be dropped back a little bit further. And like I said, when you're cover 3 cloud, it gives you a flat on one side or the other versus a purple. Yeah, like I said. So in that situation, I just dumped it off. I'm going to go right here and back everybody up, because I know they're going to try to do something like a Hail Mary type of situation. So yeah. There it is, man. It's like I said, it ain't about knowing what plays to pick. It's about reading defenses. It's about picking plays that put you in a good position. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have, it's about being on hash marks, left hash mark, right hash mark, or middle of the field. Counting safeties. If you're coming out in a run play and you see an all blitz, obviously you don't want to run the ball because it's on all blitz and they're going to stop you. So you need to check out to some type of a pass play, usually with something that goes out to the flats. Like if you get split two halfbacks out to the flats, or a fullback and a halfback out to the flats, and then have yourself a little some little hooks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an easy read for an all-out blitz. So there's a lot of intricate ways. It's like I said, it's not just, I'm not just out here picking plays that quote unquote work every time. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like you might get lucky every once in a while and have a play that's like super good, but for the most part, you have to know how to hot route audible, check in, check out the plays. It's the offense I run, bro, with this hurry up. It's not for like, if you don't understand how to read defenses, don't run the hurry up. Not the way I run it, because you're gonna turn the ball over a bunch, because it's not gonna be what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? If you can't read a defense, you can't really run the hurry up. It's a rabbit hurry up. You know what I mean? So you can't really run the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you can read defenses. So it's a lot tougher than what people think it is. You know what I'm saying? People get into trying to do what I do, and then they realize they're like, oh, and I'm like, yep. They're like, oh, snap, that's hard. Like, yep, it's a lot harder than you think it is. You know what I mean? The stuff I do is very high level. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Oklahoma State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cowboys are marching down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Cowboys are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. with the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice. Reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man. It's Cabrera. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right on target this time. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Cowboys are facing third and inches. He'll sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that.
Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Arizona State.
Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the side.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cabrera. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cabrera. He just brought some serious... making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's reeled in. It's Cabrera. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Arizona State.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. He'll start this drive firing. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there Now when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that incomplete pass caused by... hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Going to sling it on second down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Bringing the heat. Fires on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield. The defense rises to the occasion.
It's a turnover on downs.
Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to die.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive. And he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's... a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Cabrera. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. And he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception. But they haven't been in sync. And nobody...
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how...
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one. They'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. On the move, he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
One more play to pad the stats. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner.
All right, y'all, we're out of here for right now. We'll probably get back on and play 1 or 2 more games in a little bit, but I got some stuff to get done around my casa, and it's almost dinner time for me. So, anyway, I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream. Peace.